Welcome everyone to Awesome Truth, a wrestling book club. I'm your host, Steve Semino, and with me as always is my co-host, Walt Schwenk. Hey, Walters.
Hello, Steven. How's it going?
My friend, it is going very well. We are back on Awesome Truth, and today, Walt, we're doing what we threatened to do. We said we were going to do a TNA watch along, and we are doing a TNA watch along. I'm literally learning about this pay-per-view, this event as we speak. I know nothing about TNA. I've seen very, very few, if any, TNA matches. But we got to do it. We got to talk Jeff Jarrett matches, right? We committed to it, and now we're locked into it.
It was equal parts threat, promise, prophecy. This is meant to be. The TNA Jeff Jarrett era.
That's
It's
right.
been 20 years apparently.
And what we're doing, Walt, is we're doing, I guess, the best Jeff Jarrett match of all time, many say. It wasn't even the main event of this card, but it's from TNA Genesis 2009. It's Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett in a no DQ match. So we're going to watch the pre-roll here, Walt, because we want to figure out what's going on, or at least I want to figure out what's going on. I think you have some context. So if you can, is this match available on the internet? Is that correct?
Yeah, I think TNA's archives is mostly, if not all, on YouTube. So I sourced this from the 2009 Genesis card, so you can watch the whole card if you want to watch the whole card in its entirety. Sure, but
I
you
want to
just
talk about the whole
find
card, so that's interesting.
Yeah,
I did not
you
know
can
that.
find you can line this up right at the electricity graphic at the beginning of the pre-roll of like their pre-context or like the match pro.
Yep, there we go. All right, here we go. You ready, Walt? Three, two,
Yep.
one at TNA, and we're gonna start it on A. Okay.
Okay, great.
3, 2, 1, TNA. All right, so while we're watching this, Walt, because I want to get a sense of what's going on here. Where, from in your knowledge of TNA in 2009, what are we looking at? What's this feud? What's the state of TNA at this point in time?
Okay, so mind you, I was not watching by this point.
But
So this is based on my limited research today, but this is the height of the main event mafia. Jarrett's coming back, and he kind of has the rallying, like he has the locker room.
who is in the
rally
main event
around him.
Mafia? Is it Angle or is it Jarrett?
Angle is in the main event mafia. Jarrett
Okay.
is like Team TNA.
Okay.
So who else is in? Great question. Who else in the main event mafia? It's Angle. It's Sting. It's Scott
Jesus.
Steiner. It's Kevin
What was that
Nash.
Angle jump? Did you see that?
No.
Angle did like a front flip off the stage and looked like $1 million doing it. Oh god, it's Al Snow got involved in this. Jesus.
Al Snow, I guess, is part of
The main event
Team
mafia,
Angle.
perhaps?
Oh, Booker T is the main event mafia. Sorry,
Okay.
I can't forget. But like, I think Jeff Jarrett came back late 2008 and had like the locker room with him, like Joe and Styles, and they had a match late 2008, like Bound for Glory, and this is like
Yeah.
the rematch, I think.
Okay.
Oh, I see, Bro Dog.
Yeah, I see Road Dogg too. And the reason we did this match, Walt, is because it is regarded as one of the best Jeff Jarrett match of all time.
This was considered by someone, one of the wrestling blogs I've researched on, like a 4.5-star match.
Okay.
So,
I didn't think Jeff had many of those, and he probably doesn't by anyone's metrics. So, okay, and his nickname is apparently the King of the Mountain,
yeah.
Jeff Jarrett, which is interesting. It's a really long nickname.
I mean, I guess he is the king of the TNA Mountain.
Sure. Oh, now we can hear theme songs that are not songs
God.
anyone knows, because it's not the Kurt Angle WWF theme, and it's not
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett's any theme. So,
Then they have Jim Johnston to make some killer tunes.
though I guess in terms of Jeff Jarrett, this is probably I don't know it for anything. This is probably the Jeff Jarrett theme, though, right? Because he's Mr. TNA. So, if you were going to tell people, a wrestling fan, Jeff Jarrett's theme song, they probably would not think of the country music song from 1995. They would think of this song.
Well, when Jeff Jarrett appears, yes.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it has a weird like intro that I do recognize just from my 1 year of TNA.
Okay.
Should also clarify that this is a year before the Bischoff Hogan era.
Yes, which you taught me earlier, because I assumed that like the shit hit the fan in terms of crumb bums coming in and like, old, basically relying on very washed up guys. And you said, no, 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 they were already doing that well before Hogan even got there.
Yeah.
So, oh, so you know this.
Uh,
Wow, now, 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 now.
yeah. I've heard that many times, for better or for worse.
Interesting. I mean, I will say, what I'll say about these two guys, obviously 2009 is a long time ago in 2026, they both look like $1 million. So, I mean,
Yeah.
they don't look, and it is just a testament to how old people are now. Like, Jeff Jarrett was in the ring, a year ago, 2 years ago. And so this seems like they were already getting pretty old, but they were certainly, they were in their 40s, like Kurt may not have been 40 yet. So,
Yeah.
this is just interesting how, for guys that I think of as decrepit at this point, I'm like, oh, in 2009 they clearly still had juice, and and they're about to hopefully put on a good match. So
It's crazy seeing like post WWE like Kurt Angle, but like obviously the Kurt Angle we last saw was like kind of just like inflated and looked weird, and so this is like
and like his
this
neck
is even
is so
weirder.
he turns like Michael Keaton in Batman. Like it's like his head is strapped to his
Yeah.
upper body, and he cannot
I,
really bend or turn it at all.
I always call him like a Ninja Turtle from the live action Ninja Turtles movies.
Yes. It's really, but same idea though, right? Just guy in a huge unwieldy costume, except that costume is his body. So
Yeah. So we're seeing the six-sided ring, so you know this isn't the Bischoff Hogan era.
yeah, and that's one thing that as a total TNA outsider, I don't know if we talked about it a ton in the Jeff Jarrett episode in the archives, awesometruth.libsyn.com. But like, this game for the six-sided ring is insane. Like that's the whole thing. Why would you just have a regular ring? Like, just stand out in any way you can. Like that's just sort of lazy old man decision.
Yeah. I mean, everybody regards that as like a what the fuck are we doing? Like, why would we go back to 4? This is the
Yeah.
only thing that differentiated us.
And it's stupid, but 4 is stupid too. It's all stupid. Like
Sure.
none of it makes sense.
I mean, like when you first see it, it is jarring. But then
Yeah.
you watch enough TNA, maybe you just start drinking the Kool-Aid. You know what? Like the 6 isn't that bad. The 6 isn't that
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, more turnbuckles, more ropes. There's like some stuff going on. Is that Abyss?
Is
It looks
that
like a guy in a
Abyss or
mask.
Rhino?
It looks like a big guy in a mask. I would assume that's an Abyss, but it's really small on the screen I'm watching. So I guess we're probably gonna find out soon. I imagine he will get involved in this no DQ grudge match. So
It's interesting that this no DQ grudge match got a higher rating than one of their other matches, but I guess we'll find out when we watch this. But
so they had not gotten into. I did again. We didn't. I didn't pay a ton of detail to the thing. Have we gotten into the wife thing at this point,
No.
or is this just we have not? This is just wrestling.
this is just Kurt Angle is the head of the main event mafia, and Jeff Jarrett is like the king of the mountain.
Which is nice. So it's just
Whatever that
they're just two main eventers having a feud. He
Yeah.
threw a beard in.
Wow. And Angle's been there for 2 years, and Jarrett's been there since they opened the doors.
2 years is pretty good for Kurt too. Like so he's not that old, but he's had a run at TNA. Like he's a legit TNA guy. He's not a mercenary coming in for shits and
Yeah.
giggles. Like he's a mainstay at this point.
Yeah, he was a huge signing for them when he came over because he was in his prime, and
Yeah.
it's not like when you get Kevin Nash. It's like what is that? What is that in 2008, 2009?
So we should talk about this card a little bit real quick. So there's a lot of like what I consider TNA guys, like Eric Young, Hernandez, Homicide, Alex Shelley, like Bobby Roode, James Storm. Those are all guys. Jay Lethal. I'm like, those are like the TNA guys, But but then there's Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett. This is the match right here. Sting Rhino is the title match, which is interesting. And then it's Foley and AJ and Devon Dudley versus Billy Gunn and Booker T and Scott Steiner.
That's the main event.
Yes.
Why?
So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, this. It seems like an interesting time for them because it's again a lot of those fellow mainstays, guys they developed, guys they made into relevant people, and then it's a bunch of like, why is Devon Dudley and Billy Gunn in your main event? What are we doing?
There was some weird plot line leading into this with Bubba Ray kind of confronting the main event mafia, and there was like some like crazy. He was like the locker. He was like another locker room guy,
Hmm.
I guess, at some point, and he had a match, and he said everybody has to, nobody come to my aid, and I guess there were stakes, and he went away, I guess, or was maybe he was injured, or there's some storyline where he confronted them, and I guess that's why Devon Dudley is now teaming with other people.
Yeah,
Um,
and they say that they could describe AJ Styles and Devon as the TNA front line. So, like you said, it's like they're a continuation of the story of TNA, I guess, lifers of sorts versus basically main event guys from outside the company. I meant.
yeah, I mean the main. My understanding of the main event mafia, which like I could be wrong, but they effectively were a bunch of ex-WWE guys
So
or WCW
it was like
guys.
and that was like NWO shit, basically, like bad old
Yeah,
overcooked NWO.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely NWO, like they're taking over, but it wasn't like they're taking over half the roster. It was they're just like the best. They're old ex-WWE guys, but they're the best,
Yeah,
and they're just taking over the main event. And in that
and
case, I'm
still
like, oh,
not,
that makes more sense.
Booker T's still, in his prime for sure. Billy Gunn, I don't really want to talk about. Scott Steiner, I mean, no, I don't know. I think Scott Steiner's best days were well past him at this point, but
Yeah,
still a name. So it's certainly better than Hogan, Bischoff, and then or Hall or Nash. Like, it's probably
yeah.
like those guys were all so well past their prime by now. Like, I mean, Scott Steiner's on the cusp of as bad as those guys, but it's a little bit better, I guess.
It's crazy that they had all these names back at this time, though. Like, this is a pretty. I mean, I don't want to say it's stacked roster when you have like Scott Steiner can't wrestle and Jeff
Yeah.
Jarrett is like your bannerman.
And
But
Foley's
like,
involved. Foley's old as dirt, so
they had names. Like, they had a roster. This wasn't just like a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah,
Like,
Sting was their champ. Like Sting was, and Sting's no spring chicken either. But like again, not this is not considering that like whatever it was 6 7 years later, Sting does his WWE run. So like it's not, and he was old then. It's a notably younger Sting than the time we all remember seeing Sting wrestle from. Whoa,
oh, geez,
Jesus,
this
Kurt,
is a nice
we're
flip.
really synced up here, aren't we? That's great.
It's the first time this has ever happened.
You got to hit that
It's the
A in TNA. Yeah,
TNA.
that's right.
So I don't know if you've read any of the new Russo book yet,
No, I have not.
because we got to talk.
Whoa.
Oh, he did not get all of that.
Still, they're both doing like high flying stuff that I did not expect from either one of these guys.
Yeah. Um,
How
Russo.
are you enjoying it so far?
Now it's picking up a little bit. It was kind of. I was barely paying attention because we had to lay so much TNA groundwork that I wasn't quite paying that close attention. So now I'm starting to pay attention. But
Yeah.
what was I going to say about Jeff? Vince Russo considers Jeff Jarrett a better technical wrestler than Bret Hart. So as I'm watching this, I'm keeping that.
Wow. Okay.
That lens.
That's quite an opinion to have.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like Kurt Angle, which is still a crazy thing to say, but I'm like, okay, like I love Kurt Angle in a lot of ways, but like his certainly I was gonna say he didn't have the storied career of a Bret Hart, for example, So
No.
to say Bret Hart is you're picking the best. That's such Russo fucking firebombing shit, like in saying an incendiary thing.
They were
Just to
also
say.
best friends or really close friends or something.
Yeah, well, you can be best friends. Whoa, Jeff's bleeding. They're really laying it in here. I will say that. Like they are. That maybe that's why that must be why people like this so much. Is they are like not. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like reckless, but it is just like especially. I just don't think of these two guys as doing this kind of stuff. So I'm pretty impressed at how hard they're going.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't bad. Like these are two really good wrestlers having a match, and like I don't want to sound like wow, what a surprising thing that these wrestlers are having a wrestling match. But like you hear about all this shit with TNA, it's like it's like nonsense. It's so stupid. But it's like at the end of the day, like if you squint, it's like a kind of like a super indie. It's like, yeah, if I was at an indie, I saw this match, or like if I was at like ROH or something, like this would be pretty great. Like,
Yep.
and they're having a, I think a solid match so far. I think
Yeah.
outside of that botched plancha.
But even that's kind of fun. It's nice to see Jeff eat
Yeah,
shit, you know?
yeah, right. I didn't know he could add hops.
I'll say I wouldn't be surprised too if people like it, you know, in the TNA archives because it's on this kind of weird, shitty card, or at least a card with like a lot of strange elements and parts to it, you know. And
Yeah.
then like it's not the main event, so it's not the focus of the show. But you know, as we get into the sort of the two dumbish matches to follow, a Rhino title match and a weird six-man, it's like, and there's this really solid 20-minute, you know, brawl.
Yeah.
So I could see people just being like, "Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, Kurt's got some blood now too. Damn."
Wow. Why was this the main event? Feels
I
like it
have
was a hard
no
match to
idea.
come after.
Yeah, I don't really get. I wonder what this six-man, this main event mafia. I guess it's. I guess they're all part of the same gimmicks or the same angle. So that might be the logic. Is like, well, I'll give them the big dumb tag match, but it certainly seems more interesting.
Oh, looks like Kurt botched that
Yeah.
spot. Oh
Oh,
Jesus, he missed the
he
table.
missed the table. I was gonna say, jeez.
Oh,
Yeah, that must hurt a lot. Good Lord.
wow.
Damn. Well, like I said, they're going hard. You know, they're performing well for 2,700 people in Charlotte, North Carolina,
Oh, that's right. This is on the road, isn't it?
at the Bojangles Coliseum.
Nice. Yeah, it seems like there's people here.
Yeah, $3,000 is not crazy. I've been to TNA. I've been to TNA AEW shows that are smaller. So,
Yeah.
and they were like, and that was like with CM Punk on them. So,
Yeah, they also have a stacked roster too. So
yeah.
the fact that they're, yeah,
Are we getting commercials?
maybe on YouTube. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I was
They
gonna
ripped this off YouTube, so whatever. Yeah, yeah. We wouldn't be sitting through a Bojangles commercial right now or something.
Let's see how many buys this got.
160,000.
Is that what it says?
No, I'm just guessing. That's
Oh,
my
I
guess.
don't even know how. Yeah, I have no frame reference. Let's see if we
Or,
even.
or 96.
It doesn't even say. Oh, yeah, no buys listed. What the hell?
Oh, okay. Maybe I
Well, let's just-
overestimated.
I mean, they got. I have no frame reference for how many buys TNA was getting in 2000.
Actually, not anything over 100 would be a miracle.
Yeah, I was gonna say that number seemed very generous for despite a decent card, like you said, with decent name talent. I don't think if they're getting
Yeah.
$3,000 in the crowd isn't terrible, but I can't imagine 30 times that are watching at home. But who knows?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a TNA fan from way back in the day, you're used to buying a pay-per-view once a week. So, like,
That's true.
what's once a month at this point? That's like kind of cheaper investment, I would imagine.
Let's see if we can find.
Not that this was a card that would be worth like $30 or $40, but whatever. Maybe I'm
Fire
wrong.
rates.
Maybe it's amazing.
I'm trying to see if anyone actually. Oh, this website is so old. I found something like GeoCities website that apparently says it has buy
boy.
rates, but I'm probably getting a virus just from looking at it. So
Yeah, but maybe this information is meant to be on the dark web and not easily accessible.
it's a very good point.
Yeah,
No one should be handing out TNA buy rates to anybody.
yeah. It just was with Dixie Carter's like father's like shell company. I don't know. All right, so they're back in the ring after.
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
big
say
spot.
like that was a very nice spot, but we had to spend 2 minutes crawling back into the ring. Understandably so for the two guys wrestling, but
So I don't remember. I don't know if this is a 4.5-star match from Meltzer or from someone, but
Yeah.
So maybe this is not the banger that was sold to me.
yeah,
as.
I think it's. I don't know if I give it 4.5 stars, but I certainly for what it is, I'm
Yeah.
satisfied.
I guess we do have another potential 10+ minutes.
Yeah, it's not short. It's definitely there is probably 10 minutes on the nose left. It seems like so.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they got one more big spot left. But what's Jeff Jarrett's finisher, by the way?
It's the slap nuts.
Is that really his finisher, even after WCW?
It's like the front face.
Oh yes, it sure is. So that was his finisher, like going forward.
Yeah. Well,
Was
it could be
in
the.
WWF in '95? Was it the figure four?
Uh, he did a pedigree.
Yeah, he did do pedigree, and it wasn't even like, and he didn't even do it in like the indie or AEW way, where you do it and you look around like, huh, doing the pedigree.
He just has the pedigree. It's like
Yeah.
his like C move.
It's just, isn't it weird to see it done with no like awareness though? Because I feel like
Yeah.
it's packed with meaning now. Anytime you see anyone do a pedigree,
I
it's
guess
either
it's like
paying
when
homage
Knowledge
to
does it.
Triple
It's
H,
not
calling
even.
out Triple H, something involving Triple H, obviously.
Oh, here we go. Slap
Oh,
nuts.
oh, middle of the ring. How's he gonna get out? My wife was talking to me about if I could ever be a. She's like, "Could you ever be a baseball commentator?" And I was like, "No, like I don't think so." But like, I feel like I could be not a very good wrestling commentator, but I at least know all the stock things you're supposed to say. You know,
Yeah.
like saying middle, they're like, "Oh, he's in the middle of the ring." Again. Like, there's certain things that are just baked into the process. That I think I would hit all those cues really well.
Yeah. You know what I really enjoy about this match? Like, is the fact because I stopped talking for a second because I'm actually watching this because I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea where this is going and who
Yeah.
wins. It's kind of fun watching something where I'm like, I have no idea. This is 20 almost 20 years old and I couldn't tell you what happens.
Yeah.
Like, or what happens next. Or like I can't guess.
I
It's
felt
kind
that
of
way
refreshing.
when you picked this and then sent it to me. I felt that way too because I was like, I have no idea what's going on. Like I am watching it, and out of context and like, but like you said, like them comforted by solid wrestlers and some random guy saying it's good. So like I was very
Yeah.
we're still doing unprotected chair shots in 2009 too apparently.
I mean that drop kick was barely a
I know, but I saw
Oh.
a clip of Kurt doing it. Oh, slap nuts!
Slap nuts. I don't know if it's actually called slap nuts.
Is Kurt kicking ass slap nuts? Wow.
You kicked out of slap nuts.
It might be called that. I mean, it's his famous catchphrase. So like, and I doubt it was copyrighted by WCW in maybe it was. Who knows? They were a big
WCW.
company.
What about WWE?
Oh, did they call it? Did he have it that too?
I thought he had slap nuts at WWE. I could be
Maybe
wrong.
I have no idea. I honestly, you might be right. My Jeff Jarrett knowledge is minimal. They didn't say slap nuts. I don't think at all in Dark Side, did they?
I don't remember.
I think no one acknowledged slap
Yes.
nuts as, but it definitely is a thing that fans who are watching in 1999 would be aware of. So,
Yeah.
ooh,
1999. Yeah, that was 10 years before this.
yes, that's right. So, ooh,
A lot of missile drop kicks.
I know.
Oh.
Ooh,
Angle slam is the least protected move in
I
wrestling.
know. People kick out. I mean, it is a pretty like if you think about the in terms of just trying to be real about it, it's not very impressive. He just picks you up and drops you. It's not any
Yeah.
more impressive than any other suplex or slam or anything.
Yeah. That's true.
But you're right, that it is kicked out of constantly.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Kurt looks good here too, and then he does not look like his neck is so destroyed when his his body started to wither, because clearly he couldn't really work out or
Yeah.
do anything. Like he still looks healthy enough here, which is
Yeah.
good. Because that version of Kurt is really sad to watch.
I agree, yeah. Yeah, he does look a little, like, pretty thin. That's why I was so jarring.
Yeah.
He looks, like, super thin, but still, like, in prime shape.
Yeah, it's not. I'm sure it wasn't good, but it's not. It's not to the point where it's like inescapable. When you look at him, you could say, "Oh, he just lost some weight, or he's not working out the upper body so much." Ooh,
God, this guy's been throwing around gimmick guitars for like 30 years.
and that's all because I guess before WWF, but he just basically took Honky Tonk Man's guitar idea, right?
Yeah, except the Hockey Talk Man didn't have a gimmick guitar if you had to talk to Jake Roberts.
That's right. It just broke your neck and ruined your life.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there was a clear turning point in that man's life.
Oh, he's gonna do a double. Oh, I thought he would do both.
I mean, I'd grab the chair.
Yeah, but
See the craned camera?
was that what it was? Was it an impressive little shot there? I didn't even notice.
There's like a crane camera that's like in the ring. It's like I feel like that's
Oh,
pretty rare.
well, there you
Yeah,
go. Yeah, we
see
got
the still
this. Yeah.
drone cam? It's pretty impressive for.
Ooh,
Oh, jeez.
that was just. Is that it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jeff
Kick
Jarrett
out of-
needs to learn how to kick out because that was barely a kick out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's really slow, or maybe he's just the king of the 2 and 7/8.
Yeah, king of soft style. I don't know. King of the mountain, king.
I assume Jarrett's going to win at this point because he's taken so much punishment and hasn't lost.
Yeah. This feels like a match Jeff Jarrett should lose.
No, now he's middle of the ring again. How's he going to get out?
Did he do the insecurity because of Owen? Or
Yeah, maybe. Don't want to do the enziguri against. That's the #1 move to not do against Kurt Angle.
Yeah. You were giving him your ankle.
Yeah, you're right. That is the ultimate into the ankle lock move. I think the crowd seems relatively into this, right?
Yeah, people are cheering, I think.
Oh, is he passing out from the pain? No.
See, the fact that he's like standing still means that there's a chance he breaks out of this.
Yes. If he didn't pass out from the pain there, I was like, well, there's something coming. Like you said, it's kind of fun. I'm like, what's gonna happen? Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
But now, like,
That's
now
very
he's just
technical,
gonna,
yeah.
Kurt's like stalking him like a. Oh.
I mean, Jeff Jarrett, I don't remember many Jeff Jarrett matches enough to determine if this is a very good Jeff Jarrett match or just a par or.
I was gonna say,
But
we have to
like-
watch like 6 more to actually get some metrics.
This is pretty solid. Like he's going. Oh boy.
Oh, the guitar broke.
Just gonna slam. That's how gimmicked it is.
Oh,
Oh,
can't do
just
that.
grab the chair. That's smart.
Yeah, just move on from that spot, from using your favorite
Yeah.
weapon. Use the better weapon.
Yeah, insert chair for gimmick guitar and you're good.
My thought on Jeff Jarrett, and especially based on that. Oh, okay. Well, they're at least putting their hands up.
Shit, at least.
Yeah, I think of Jeff Jarrett now as just like the consummate professional, like old-timey guy. And this is like, I would say, like a well done, but not even old-fashioned, but just like a meat and potatoes brawl, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're laying it in good, and they did some flips and they did some outside of the ring stuff, but like mostly it's 2 guys just going toe to toe. And like that's just what if you had to guess what this was beforehand, I'd be like, yeah, a lot of that, a lot of some blood and some finishers and. Oh, that's it?
God.
That's a weird ending.
I mean, that was not a 4.5 star match, right?
No. They should have just had him, after all that, they should have had him pass out from the pain. Wouldn't that have been a better ending?
I guess. We've
Why
seen
add
that
that-
before, though.
But why add 90 seconds of just like, he hits him with a chair and like, I don't really see what that adds to the equation. Yeah, I don't think that was. I mean, the match is over, but we have 5 minutes left in the video. I'm curious if anything of consequence happens. It's probably gonna be some storyline shit that we don't care about from 17 years ago.
I mean, this is the continuation of this storyline, so I imagine there's more malfeasance that happens.
Yeah. No, but you're right. I think that's a 3.5 star match. Like it's. I'm not mad about watching it, certainly, and like I find it interesting that it happened. And like if TNA was putting on, or if a wrestling company in general was doing 3.5 to 4 star matches, I don't think I'd be buying their pay-per-views, but I'd at least be like, okay, like solid entertainment. Like not mad about that. Like AEW has made a couple of years now of just putting out solid entertainment on pay-per-views, but. If this is like the grudge match between 2 of the biggest feud in the company, that's not. It's not exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah. I mean, this was a match.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this is considered a 4.5 star match 20 years ago, and by TNA standards.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or by TNA standards, which I
Oh,
think is a
he's
good metric. Like, especially if you're talking about TNA main events. Like, like you said, they have a lot of great workers, and like the AJ matches, I'm sure are all excellent, or some bunch of them are excellent. But maybe this is the best the main event older style guys could do.
yeah.
Which again is fine and solid. I was gonna Pillmanize him.
Yeah, wow, we're really just recycling
Yeah. Oh, he's
1997
doing like he's
storyline.
baby Pillmanizing.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the logic of just don't do the big one off the top rope or anything. Just step on it a little bit, a bunch.
Yeah. Right, yeah. I mean, a stomp is just as effective as a top rope,
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
I,
I've never really done.
I mean, if the point is it hurts, yeah, then I guess a bunch more stomps would hurt just as much, if not more. So.
Well, so that's over.
I'll say
Uh,
now, what do you think about, as the slightly more TNA knower than I am, like, would you want to watch more TNA at this point? Would you want to delve into the TNA archives more? Do you think we should do that more? Or do you believe that this is kind of as good as it gets?
I mean, it's sad to say it now in hindsight, but I think we should have definitely done a Joe, AJ, Christopher Daniels.
Like one of their famous TNA matches, perhaps?
Yeah, because this was solid, but like, and obviously we're talking about Jared, so the connective tissue is there. But like, I also don't feel like I've learned anything new about anyone or anything. Like this,
No. But isn't that sort of the whole, isn't that like, I guess, weirdly appropriate in a way for the Jeff Jarrett thing? Like, he was, I never thought of him as any better than this. Like, this is a upgrade on what I would consider a good Jeff Jarrett match. And I'm like, oh, Jeff's got some chops-ish. Like, Jeff is a B minus player, like that just always seemed like his ceiling to me. And he made a great career out of being, we're done. There's
yeah,
Rhino, you're right.
it's Rhino.
We're not watching that anymore.
Yeah, I'm just gonna press X on the quick time play.
But yeah, Jeff's like a guy, and I'm not he's we're just two guys on a podcast, so I'm not throwing shade at his career, but I just mean in the historically in the grand scheme of things, like he's been important in small ponds. He's been a big fish there, and like in ring, you rarely hear people talk about him wowing you, and I think this is just exemplifies both those things. Like this is a small pond, and he's got a low ceiling, and I think with all those variables in play, it's decent, but that's sort of the best it can be.
Yeah, and also I don't think this is the best Kurt Angle match in TNA either. So it's
I
kind of just
sort of
like
hope not. Yeah.
so this is kind of just like a match between two guys that was indicative of TNA at a certain point.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna subject our listeners to this, but I'd like to see their other match that led to this one, just to be like, okay, like see if that was any better. If that was the same thing, then I feel like we could definitively put a stamp on like this is what it is. But
Right, but
I
we
don't
will
think I'm
not
gonna do
subject.
that anytime soon, but I'm intrigued a little bit now.
Yeah, I'm hoping I didn't get the wrong match.
Yeah. No, that was fine. That was good. It was like I said, it was very appropriate, and for a B minus player like Jeff Jarrett, I think it is good to watch a sort of B minus match. It's not the most thrilling podcasting and wrestling viewing experience in the world, but I think it is. I think it fits Jeff Jarrett month very well. So
What I do will go back and watch is the In Your House Intercontinental title match between him and Shawn Michaels.
yeah, I mean,
I will be watching that again by myself or with you or with you and podcast.
you watch and you tell me if it's as good or better than this, and if it is, we'll think about it for future consumption. But for now, well, we have to watch more TNA because we're going to do the Russo book. So we're going to do the Russo book, and then we're going to do another TNA match. So we'll see what Vince talks about if there's something that logically comes from his book. But either way, we're going to dip into TNA one more time. Probably not the Jeff Jarrett side of the pool, but
Yeah, I'm 30% through the book, and we're going to talk a lot about Bischoff and Hogan again. So your boy Terry.
Yeah, we just talked about being done with Terry, and we're never gonna be done with Terry, are we?
Yeah, it's a dead friend. He's back.
Well, if you want more Jeff Jarrett, you can find our recent episode on his Dark Side of the Ring three-parter in our archives, awesometruth.libsyn.com. For more awesome truth, old and new, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever podcasts are delivered. We are there. Well, good stuff talking about Jeff a little bit. We're done with Jeff, and now we're moving on to Vince. Russo, comma Vince. So, and more TNA and more good times are ahead.
Total nonstop stop agony in total nonstop August into total nonstop autumn
Thank you.
into
Thank you. I totally forgot what our month brand. I was like, is it called Jer August? Jeff Gist? I forgot who we did, but Total Nonstop
uh,
August is considerably better. I'm happy we came up with that.
yeah, and then who knows? Maybe we'll do that triple threat that we keep talking about.
Maybe.
We keep floating around,
That's
sort
why
of.
everyone's got to listen, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
at
And
some
thank you
point.
all so much for listening. And remember, the truth will set you free.